Hey there guys, it's Eastwood for Life Fan here, back with another video. And it's been a while since I've done this feature, recent viewings, in me talking about the movies and TV series that I've watched in the last couple of months. Normally put this type of video out every 3 months, and it's actually 4 months since the last time I'd done a video like this. Main reason is there's been a lot of sport in the last few months with the football Euros and the Olympics, so it's not been a lot of movies and TV time being viewed, but this is what I've watched in the last 4 months or so. Some are re-watches and some are first time watches. This one, it's been a long time since I've watched The Sting, early 1970s movie with Paul Newman and Robert Redford, their second movie that they made together. 4 years previously they did the Butch Cassidy and Sundance kid movie, which is one of my favourite Paul Newman movies. This one actually directed by the same director, George Roy Hill, and this one the winner of 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. Two grifters, Newman and Redford, set in the 1930s, I think. They try to pull off a professional big con over a mob boss played by Robert Shaw. And just recently this movie has had a 4K release. Fine movie, this one, but I've always preferred Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid over this one. But this one, a classic, and I don't rate it as high as a lot of the experts do, but this one gets a solid 3-star rating out of 5 for The Sting. Next movie is one I've never seen before, from the early 1970s. Cop thriller, this one, Badge 373, starring Robert Duvall. Very versatile actor, Robert Duvall. And this one, he plays a New York City kind of racist cop who, after his partner gets murdered, he vows to clean up the streets in New York, and he actually is he pushes a suspect off on the rooftop, and he gets suspended, Robert Duvall. But this one, the story does kind of go into a more of a deeper and racist storyline, as he Robert Duvall, the cop, Eddie Ryan, he kind of investigates and takes the case into like the Latino and Puerto Rican community, but not as good as some of these 1970s cop movies like Dirty Harry, French Connection, and The Stone Killer. But this one is a solid watch. Wasn't greatly received by the critics, but this one does get a 3-star rating out of 5 for Badge 373. Next movie is a rewatch, a Clint Eastwood movie. Been a while since I've seen Any Which Way You Can, which was the sequel, made in 1980. First movie, Every Which Way But Loose, Philo Beddoe, the truck driver and bare knuckle fighter. He wants to quit the game of kind of knuckle fighting, but he gets an offer from the mafia to have this big fight with a well-known fighter, Jack Wilson, who he becomes friends out of respect, and they do end up having this big fight where lots of punters and gamblers come from worldwide to watch this fight. But you get the original casting in this one. You get Sandra Locke, you get Clyde the orangutan, and also Jeffrey Lewis. And back in the day, I always used to prefer the first movie, but rewatching these movies again, I probably would have to change my opinion and say that Any Which Way You Can is slightly the better movie, but not a lot in it. But both of these movies are great fun, and yeah, very popular among Clint Eastwood fans. And this one, Any Which Way You Can, I will give this one the star rating of 3.5 stars out of 5. Plenty of comedy and action in this one. The next one is actually a anthology horror movie that I've never seen before. This is Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. This one slightly disappointed, was expecting a little bit more. A young boy who's captured by a witch. He tells the witch, played actually by Debbie Harry, the singer, 3 stories, 3 tales to try to distract her before she ends up killing him off. And yeah, you get 3 tales. You kind of, the first story, you get a preserved evil mummy who's stalking students. You also get in that story, you get Christian Slater and Steve Buscemi. They appear in that story. And story number 2, you get this cat that can't get killed off. That a elderly rich man, he pays a hitman to kill this black cat. That was a fun story. And then also you get the last story, which was a young man. He witnesses a gargoyle who kills a man on the street late one evening. So yeah, you do get a good cast in this one, but I was slightly disappointed in these 3 ghoulish tales, but it's actually 4. Because you do get kind of like an intro and an outro. Yeah, was not one of the better anthology movies that I've seen, but this one is average at best in my opinion, and this one gets a 2.5 star rating out of 5. Could have been a lot better considering you have a pretty strong cast of actors and actresses in this anthology movie. The next movie is a action flick starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, Death Warrant from 1980. This actually was written and filmed as a Canon picture, and while in production, Canon actually went bust, and then MGM took over the production of this movie. But Death Warrant is a pretty good one. I can't remember if I have seen this one in full, but an enjoyable action flick, this one, where Van Damme plays a Canadian cop who goes undercover to a jail as a prisoner to investigate recent murders that have been happening of prisoners and jailers there. It's your typical sort of action movie in a prison, but Van Damme, he gets to the truth towards the end of the movie. Highly violent movie, this one, but enjoyable one it is. Death Warrant, and this one gets a 3-star rating out of 5. And if I was to be critical of me as a movie fan, is maybe that I don't watch enough modern day movies. So that is the reason why I was curious and wanted to watch Godzilla versus Kong. This one, 2021 movie. The fearsome Godzilla goes head to head with the mighty Kong, and humanity is counting on Kong to win the battle of these fearsome creatures. Yeah, I mean, it is CGI overload, this movie, and when watching this movie, a lot of the characters and actors and actresses really did hold no interest whatsoever. It's all about the fight scenes between Godzilla and Kong, and Kong can only communicate with one little girl, and yeah, I do prefer the original King Kong movies. That's just my preference. So yeah, this one gets a 2-star rating out of 5. So yeah, if you don't mind heavy CGI, then this one you'll find this to be an entertaining and fun watch. It was okay. The last 20 minutes or so, you do get the battle between Godzilla and Kong. They really go at it, but yeah, not a movie I think I would revisit again. And that Godzilla versus Kong gets a 2-star rating out of 5. I can't remember if I did rate it, but to the bulk of what I've watched in the last couple of months, plenty of TV series, and carrying on from watching the Dexter TV series with the new season, which is going to be premiered in November. This is Dexter, the season 6, the Miami Metro investigating team. They investigate a series of murders, kind of involving kind of into sort of ritualistic kills, and you known as the Doomsday Killers, kind of like an over religious season 6 of Dexter, but I actually enjoyed this one. Michael C. Hall and Jennifer Carpenter, they return in the season again, and actually season 6 was probably, I would say, my 4th favourite season. I mean, maybe I mean, you do get the special guests of Edward James Olmos and rap star Mos Def, who plays Brother Sam, and you also get Colin Hanks, who plays one of the Doomsday Killers in Travis Marshall. But yeah, another great season, this one, and I would give this one a star rating of 4 stars out of 5, even though it is quite religious in some episodes. But yeah, an enjoyable season in my opinion. Then on to Dexter, the 7th season, and the relationship between Dexter Morgan and his sister Deborah Morgan has hit rock bottom, and then Dexter, he meets kind of a female admirer who they both hit it off, and maybe Dexter has finally found true love, who somebody will truly take for what he actually is, a serial killer. Yeah, and also you get like a Ukraine mob boss in quite a lot of the storylines who Dexter goes up against. But yeah, Hannah McKay, the new woman in the life of Dexter Morgan. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. Another good season. It was solid. Dexter season 7 gets a 3.5 star rating out of 5. And then on to the final season, well, supposedly final season, Dexter season 8. And Dexter Morgan, in this one, he reunites with a person who knew him from an early age, the former doctor who constructed the code and rules for his life to live by. Actually, the doctor's played by Charlotte Rampling. Very good role for her. And the first half of this season is a pretty good one, and then the last kind of 4 or 5 episodes, it's kind of like the writers, they did not know how to finish this TV series off, because a lot of the storylines really did get rushed, and the ending of the series kind of left fans of Dexter really scratching their heads, thinking it was a very odd and peculiar ending, which fast forward to 2021, Dexter New Blood, which is I'm hearing is going to be a one-off series to maybe give this TV series a better ending and a better send-off for Michael C. Hall as the serial killer Dexter Morgan. So yeah, Dexter season 8 gets a star rating of 3 stars out of 5, mainly for the first half of the season, even though the last couple of episodes it was a disappointing ending. And from one TV series on to another, this is a rewatch. I'm rewatching the Breaking Bad series, which I do plan on going to watch Better Call Saul, as that series is now finished. Breaking Bad, one of the great TV series in the last couple of decades. And season 1, which has 7 episodes, starring Bryan Cranston, who plays Walter White, a high school chemistry teacher. He finds out that he has lung cancer, and with that, his wife is pregnant. He has a teenage son who has cerebral palsy, and after quitting his kind of side job in car washing, Walter White, he comes up with a plan with former student Jesse Pinkman, played by Aaron Hall, to produce and sell crystal meth for profit. And they kind of really do get sort of head real deep into the world of drug trafficking. But the first season, only 7 episodes, is a great start to one of the great TV series, Breaking Bad. And this one gets a star rating of 4 stars out of 5. Highly entertaining, violent, and also very humorous. Breaking Bad season 1. Then on to season 2 of Breaking Bad. The partnership of Walter White and Jesse Pinkman gets deeper as they deal with gangsters in the world, in the drug world, and highs and lows in their relationship. They have Walter White has to deal with his very distant his wife Skylar, and also a local gangster known as Tuco. And then you have the brother-in-law Hank, a DEA agent, and he's on the trail of the purest form of crystal meth that is now selling in Albuquerque. And another great season of Breaking Bad, and this one gets a star rating of 5 stars out of 5. A TV series not to be missed, Breaking Bad. So guys, there are all the TV series and movies that I've watched in the last 4 months. It hasn't been a whole lot, but other things have got in the way. Guys, let us know what you think of what I've watched. Always good to hear and see your comments and talk about movies and TV series. So guys, till the next video, stay healthy and well, and as always, keep on watching movies and TV series.